Hi there, welcome to my channel. My name is Mfon and I'm a mom of four. I'm an adult recovering from childhood trauma, and I am trying to share my story to see if it's relatable to you, to see if we can all come together to know that I am not alone and that you are not alone, and see how we can create a community, create a forum whereby we can heal from this toxic and traumatized upbringing. So, this is the part 2 of traits of a narcissistic parent. Some of us were raised by narcissistic parents and we didn't know until, we became adults and discover these things and are like, we had, a terrible childhood. So, continuing from where we stopped, last time we did 5. Today we are going to do 5 to make it 10. And these are the most outstanding traits of a narcissistic person, also a narcissistic parent. So, narcissists have inflated sense of self-importance and lack empathy. This is common to all narcissists. They have, inflated sense of self-importance and they lack empathy. As parents, narcissists may invalidate their children's emotions and be unable to offer emotional support. So, a parent who has an excessive need for admiration and takes advantage of others could be seen as a narcissistic parent. That explains why I got this book. It's called Adult Children of Emotionally Immature Parents, because those parents, they find it difficult to connect with their children. They are emotionally immature, and I'm going to read one of the things that is in this book. See, I've been highlighting some places. So, parents who are emotionally immature are so self-preoccupied that they don't notice their children's inner experiences. In addition, they discount feelings and they fear emotional intimacy. So, I could relate because I had this kind of childhood. Number 1, intense envy. They are often jealous and envious of others and believe that everyone else is envious of them. In order to prove their superiority over others, they tend to surround themselves with people who achieve less and will agree with them. I can say that categorically clear about my mother. She was always envious about other people. She was always saying mean things to me and to others. I mean, I didn't realize this, but one day my daughter told me that I'm always saying that another mother is strong, another person is strong, another people, are strong. Because when I see people do something great, I compliment them. And in front of my daughter, I will tell her, that lady is very strong. Oh, she's a very strong woman. And she brought that to my notice. And that dawned on me that, I'm also teaching her how to say nice things to people. So, narcissistic parents are very envious of other people. And they surround themselves with people who achieve less and will agree with them. Number 2, self-esteem dysregulation. They are emotionally immature parents. Like I read in this book talks about emotionally immature parents. And narcissistic are emotionally immature parents. A threat to their positive self-image causes them to become emotionally dysregulated and react to criticism with extreme rage. Whenever they don't get what they want, they can explode into anger, shaming, guilting, and accusing everyone. So, maybe you were raised by emotionally mature parents, because I know what that means. Whenever they don't get what they want, they can explode into anger, shaming, guilting, and accusing everyone. My mom was very she can make a scene many times. Number 3, attention seeking. In order to be the center of attention, they are always roasting or bragging about their accomplishments. They crave superiority and compliments. A narcissist always wants you to praise them, always wants you to celebrate them. Narcissistic father or mother shows attention-seeking behavior. They portray themselves as loving, caring parents who have sacrificed a lot for their children. All these parents that are always, oh, after all I've done for you, oh, I have sacrificed a lot for you. They are just as seeking attention. They portray themselves as loving, caring parents who have sacrificed a lot for their children. And you wonder, what is the work of a parent? What's the job of a parent? Do you expect a 5-year-old to go get a job and work and make money? The job of a parent is to provide the basic needs, for the children. So why are you bragging about sacrificing so much? If you didn't want to have that child, I believe you shouldn't have, because it was in your power to bring that child into this world. So there's no point bragging and portraying yourself as if you did a whole lot of the whole world. Number 4, intolerance to child's differences in values, opinions, and needs. I don't know about you, but growing up, my opinion don't matter. In fact, I was asked to be quiet because I don't have anything to say. I was born yesterday. You are just a kid. Your opinion is not necessary, is not needful. Your contributions are trash. I don't know about you. So not allowing differences in ideas is one of the most common traits of covert narcissistic parents, because their children are seen as extensions of themselves. They see their children as if they don't have any other contribution. As long as they are there, their own matters. So their children are seen as extensions of themselves. So as long as I've brought in the contribution, you don't have anything to say because you are an extension of me. So disagreements are viewed as personal attacks that infuriate them. The parents belittle and dismiss anything that does not match their point of view. That is a narcissistic parent for you. Your point of view don't matter. Your contributions are not necessary. So does this resonate with you? Let me know your thoughts below. Like the video and subscribe to the channel for more ways to undo unhealthy parenting and start incorporating healthy parenting into your parenting. Number 5, dependency and codependency. Some narcissistic parents expect their children to take care of them for the rest of their lives. This type of dependency can be emotional, physical, and or financial, because they believe that it's selfish for you to do this life without them. You can't live without me. Why you have to, I can't live without you, so you shouldn't live without me. That's how a narcissistic parent thinks. While there is nothing wrong with taking care of older parents, the narcissistic parents typically manipulate his or her child or children into making unreasonable sacrifices with little regard for the child's own priorities and needs. I have seen stories, real life stories of parents who intentionally use their children to acquire wealth, use their children to live a careless and reckless life. They use their children to live a kind of life that they themselves cannot afford. That is narcissism. And this is very common in my culture. So I'm going to talk about it once again. If you're an African, next video is going to be, narcissism in African context. So I wish you come back. And if you are still watching up to this time, thank you so much. Let me know your thoughts below in the comments section. Like the video and subscribe if you haven't already. So according to according to a psychology professor, Professor Sean Byrne, I'm going to put it on the screen. He defines a codependent relationship as one where one person's help supports, in other words, enables the other's underachievement, irresponsibility, immaturity, addiction, procrastination, or poor mental or physical health. So this has a lot to do because, like I said, an African parent, when they have the opportunity to do what they need to do, they don't. They just sit there and cross their leg and expect their children to come and handle it for them. So that is a form of narcissism, which I didn't used to know. And now I know. And I'm going to talk about it, like I said, in my upcoming video. So this is not my writing. This is a psychology that wrote this. And that's what narcissistic parents do. They depend so much, they codepend. And one thing that hurts me the most is that they don't care how you make your money. They don't care, your own priorities. They don't care that you are an adult, that you have your own needs. You have, maybe if you are married, you have your own children and bills to pay. So that's where I'm going to stop. Remember, watch the part 1. Last time we did the part 1, which was 5, and this is the remaining 5. I just wanted it to be in a small size so that I can share my story and we can, really absorb it properly. Thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you next time. Bye bye.